Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. We're looking at your August 2022 money and career reading. If you're new to my channel, very warm hello to you. Welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. Not everybody will have every message resonate with them. So just take the parts that do apply to your situation, leave the rest behind. And don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign readings as well for some additional information. Well, so far I've got two cards out on the table for you so far, and they look very, very promising, very bright and shiny. For one, we have blessed coming out there for you, and that indicates that there are a lot of blessings that are headed your way. All right, there's a lot of opportunities that are opening up for you. All right, there's a lot of magic in the air, and this is a great time for you. The universe is very supportive of making change, starting new things, and, really getting things to where you want them to be. All right, bottom of the deck that we've got here is the Ten of Pentacles. Very, very nice. Long-term stability, success, abundance. Okay, maybe even some dividends, some rewards, bonuses, raise, money coming in. Okay, whatever that is for you. All right, so you got to love the Ten of Pentacles. Always, always a good sign there. Okay, with it being on the bottom of the deck, this can just be your motivation. This can be something that comes in as a surprise, okay? Or this can be something that is coming in on the horizon, all right? Something that you're working towards, and you may not see it this month, but it's on the way, all right? But the blessed energy here really does show a lot of potential, okay? So if you're looking to start new things, if you're looking for some financial growth or to, whatever that happens to be for you, a lot of blessings. The stars are aligning for you if you've been practicing any kind of manifestation, okay? You may have some things that are coming in, some doors that are opening for you. All right, this is really kind of things that are going your way. All right, trust your instincts, trust your inner wisdom there. That is card number 22. 22 is actually master builder number, reminding you that you have all of the wisdom, tools, experience that you need from this lifetime and the past lifetimes to build the life of your dreams, to build the life that you want. So stay positive, stay focused. Okay, it doesn't mean that you may not have any obstacles or challenges to deal with, just means that things get a little bit easier for you. But we also have happy coming in here. Okay, so I think some of you are very positive in the month ahead. I think you may have some really great things happening for you. You may discover some information. You have some money coming your way. Okay, things maybe just be blossoming. Maybe you're just feeling a great sense that there's something wonderful that is coming in here for you. All right, and then this particular deck, whenever we do see the eggs, okay, that does indicate something new, something growing, okay, or something about to come to fruition. So that happy is certainly a wonderful, blissful energy coming in here for you. We have the Two of Swords in the center of your reading. So I think for some of you, you might be trying to make some important decisions. The Two of Swords can represent being at a crossroads. Okay, it can also represent, with this being a 2, okay, it can also represent that you are trying to weigh up your options. You're trying to make balanced and fair choices and decisions in your world. It can be a card of balance, okay, but most of the time it does come in when we have some decisions to make. Now, this can also be that you are perfectly in alignment, you are perfectly in balance and harmony, okay, and with, with your eyes covered there, you may just be in a situation where you don't necessarily need to see things in front of you to know what the answer is, or to know that there's something opening up for you and there's something on its way. Okay, sometimes we do need to kind of look at things like, actual information, or we need to see something in front of us, okay? But sometimes, we're just trusting our inner guidance, and sometimes we're just trusting our deep wisdom and our sense of knowing, all right? So whether you're trying to make a decision or whether you are just trusting things around you, okay, we do have a little bit of a crossroads for some of you. So I think some of you are looking to make some positive change. I think others of you have already made your decision, and now you might be waiting for something to come in, okay? And you're just trusting, All right, you're ready to receive. Okay, but crossing you, we do have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I think for some of you, trust may be an issue. Okay, so perhaps you are trying to make a decision and maybe you don't trust yourself. Maybe you need to decide whether to stay in a situation or whether to run away from it because there's something wrong there. There's something that is just not quite right. Perhaps you just have a feeling that people are working against you. Perhaps there are, like, snakes in the grass where you are right now, right? Maybe there's just something that's a little bit unsure. So you need to get some clarity before you make any bold moves or bold decisions here. The Seven of Swords is, where sometimes we have a little bit of self-doubt as well, okay, because it does bring in some doubts. All right, so maybe there's some self-doubt there, right? It's like, oh, am I on the right track? I'm not sure. We do have a magician coming here in your reading, so this could be, a little bit of being a little bit discontent with the process, or just maybe doubting a little bit that your manifestations are working, right? It's like, do I really trust this? Like, I don't know, is this shit really working? I have no idea. Okay, so that may be something that you're working through. But the Seven of Swords is where we're also really trying to stay positive and leave the negative behind. You might also be making a decision to move forward and leave something behind as well. This can be simply a train of thought. Okay, this can be the need to have an important conversation, possibly. This can be a little bit of back and forth energy. Do I do this? Do I not do this? I'm not really sure. Okay, it brings about a little bit of instability. But mostly with your communication, with your thoughts, or even what people say to you as well. All right, and again, you might be something there that you might not trust some information that's coming in, or you might be thinking that people are working behind your back. So a little bit more research may be required. Or what is your intuition telling you? You need to trust that. All right, what are your first impressions, your first instincts? But this can also represent, with the Seven of Swords, I mean, this guy's being sneaky, right? He's got these 5 swords in his hand. He's got 2 on the ground. We've got a sneaky little fox there, okay? And, he's like leaving something there, but he's sneaking away like a little bit of a stealth in the night. So you might be keeping something to yourself. All right, maybe you need to be a little bit crafty to make some improvements in your world, or maybe you get like a key piece of information or something, or this little opportunity may come in and you're like, I'm not going to tell anyone about this. All right, if you are looking at making some big moves, I think that you're going to be doing something just on the QT. Okay, and especially if you are looking to change something in your career, or if there's some opportunity that you want to go for, we don't always want to shout that from the rooftops, right? There's probably some people around you that maybe you don't trust, or you're a little bit unsure about, and especially, I mean, you don't want to go, if you don't want to go marching into your workplace one day and say, hey, guess what, everybody, I applied for a new job. I think this is a great opportunity. Because if you don't get it, well, you've probably just destroyed your working area where you are right now. So you may have to be a little bit secretive and a little bit sly, okay, to get things done there. All right. But I think here you're really just trying to make a decision. You're trying to get your thoughts in order. You're trying to get a little bit of clarity, perhaps, and before you can move forward. Beneath you, we've got the Hierophant energy. So the Hierophant is, number one, a very spiritual energy. So again, I think that there's a very good connection that you have here with the universe, all right? And I think you're mostly trying to trust the process, okay, or trust that there's something on your way, all right, and you're trying to keep the faith here, I think, okay? So even though here your brain may be running amok a little bit here, because you've got these all tricky little thoughts there, okay, but you're feeling, so you think you're feeling good. So sometimes we need to get out of our head and into our heart a little bit, okay? Sometimes we do just need to be a little bit more in the flow and trust that things are going to work out the way that we want them to. But the Hierophant does also represent higher level learning. Okay, the Eight of Swords, blindfold, something you're not seeing or something you don't want to see. The Two of Swords, right? We've got a blindfold in this particular card. It's with angel wings, something that you can't see, or that you don't need to see, or that you don't know yet. All right, so in the Hierophant, representing higher level learning, quite often, perhaps you are feeling as though you don't have enough information about something. So you might be feeling as though you need a key piece of information, or you need to discover something, or you need to learn something before you can make the right choices and before those pieces really do fit together. All right. The Hierophant does represent your commitments as well, long-term commitments. So again, maybe you're questioning your loyalty, right? The Seven of Swords energy can be a little bit of disloyalty. Okay, so maybe you are trying to figure out, what am I loyal to? All right, what do I want? What is going to carry me through to the future? Okay, so I think there's something here mentally that you may really need to work through. All right. But I think here ultimately that you are very hopeful. And I think you are trying to keep that faith. And I think if there's some information that you're missing or that you need, the Hierophant is the ability to get that. There may be somebody that you're feeling may be able to give you some really good advice as well, because the Hierophant is one where we quite often go for some guidance or some information. Okay. But you might also be feeling here, because the Hierophant, you can either be the one getting guided or you can be the one giving the guidance. Okay. So you might be looking for a little bit of a change, and perhaps you're looking to step into a higher level of authority, okay, to further your career path. All right. And sometimes, maybe you do have some talents where you can actually lead other people. And you might actually even have a calling as a teacher, to be quite honest, okay, or, maybe a trainer of some kind. All right, but you may have that going on there as well. But I think otherwise here, I think that you are feeling fairly good for the most part, okay? You might probably have some moments of doubt and indecision, though, that are coming in there. But I think here, yeah, you're really trusting in the process here. Now, you may need to break free from conformity as well. The Hierophant is card number 5, and it can indicate some change. And you might be feeling the need to change, or that it's time to change something in your world. But with this here, it's all about structure and conformity. The Seven of Swords can be non-conformity. Okay, dancing to the beat of your own drum. So perhaps some of you are in a situation where you're feeling as though you need to break free, break out of the box. Okay, sometimes we do follow the rules, we play by the book. Okay, we're procedure based. First we do this, then we do this, then we do this. Okay, but it's boring sometimes, right? And sometimes that's not the answer. So you may be feeling a little bit like you're like a rat in a cage a little bit. Okay, so perhaps a little bit of freedom may be the order of the day. Okay, because we do have the Eight of Swords, which can represent feeling restricted or trapped. Okay, so with that Hierophant, it's very rules, structure, order, policy, and procedure, and that might not suit you. So you might be looking to see how you can change that situation, okay? Or if you're trying to resolve an issue, then perhaps a little bit of non-conformity may be the way to do it, all right? But in your recent past here, we do have the Magician. Now, time and energy is fluid, right? So the recent past, this can be today, yesterday, it can be a couple of weeks ago, right? It's leading up to your current situation. So the Magician, maybe you have recently read some documentation or watch some videos on manifestation, and now you're trying to really get your thoughts in order. What do I want to attract into my life, right? The Magician leads into this. It can also be that you are really focused on what you want to create and what you want to do. The Magician is using your talent, using your skill to create something, but you may need to gather resources. You might need some information. You might need to get clarity. You might need to have conversations. Okay. You may need to, put some emotion into something here as well, right? All of those things. The Magician can gather resources like there's no tomorrow. So you might be very focused and very committed to your task at hand, to making improvements, to getting things done, okay, or making those little improvements in your world, okay? But it is also, yes, a card of manifestation as well. So I think some of you have really engaged in some manifestation practices, okay, to attract new opportunities, to attract the right people, to attract answers, to attract money, okay, all of these things into your life, all right? And this Two of Swords with the Seven of Swords here could be you actively trying to keep a positive mindset. I think here with the Hierophant, I think you're taking the information that you have gained. And I think you're really trying to apply it in a really positive way. But there may be a little bit of doubt or uncertainty that does creep in there. Okay, so so try and really, one of the keys to manifestation is to be really clear, really succinct in what you are attracting in, and always manifest from a place of abundance, never from a place of lack, and always from a place of positivity, never from negativity, and always attach some really good emotion to that, right? We all know how to daydream. Okay, some people say, well, I don't know how to visualize things. And, well, we've all been children and we quite often can daydream, right? Just think about those times when you're sitting on the couch or something, you're kind of boring, you let your mind wander and you play out some sort of scenario in your head. Hello, visualization. Simple as that. Okay. And it can be simply feelings. It can be sometimes some people see visions. Okay. But it can really be more of those, just kind of a dreamy like quality. All right. So remember to attach positive emotion and sit in that energy of what you are attracting into your life. So instead of saying, I don't want this, say instead, thank you, universe, for sending me this. I am truly grateful. Okay. And then how does that feel when you actually receive it, right? Because energetically, it's already there for you. Okay. So you may just be trying to maintain a focus. Okay. But also be very clear, but don't be obsessive. Okay. You got to set your intentions and then boom, let the universe do its job and let go and just be ready to receive and keep your options open, keep an open mind, and you'll be amazed what energy can flow, because it's really all about the flow of energy. And we do have a couple of little blocks here and we don't want that. Okay, so we're going to move past that and we're going to move forward into a slightly better energy and release some sort of blocks. But there may be some underlying fear or doubt that is here for you. We do have the Eight of Swords, and this is in your crowning position. Okay, so this is your goals, thoughts. This is what you're thinking about. This is your conscious vibration here in the Eight of Swords. Yeah, self-imposed restriction. Okay, you might be scrutinizing your situation. You might be feeling that you're being unfairly scrutinized, possibly with the Seven of Swords. Okay, maybe you're feeling as though someone's pulled the wool over your eyes, right? Something you're not seeing. Okay, and that might be something that you need to work through, or that's something that you need to break free from, right? And when you look at this person in the card, right, she's got a blindfold on, she's surrounded by swords. The swords are pointed down, so they're actually not going to hurt her. One of her hands is free. They're just tied a little bit loosely there. At any time, she can free herself. Okay, so, you might be feeling the need to free yourself from the situation, or you might be feeling as though there's more information that you need. There's something that you're not seeing. If you think that maybe someone's pulling the wool over your eyes, or someone's not engaging in, let's call them best practices, okay, that might be something that you need to work through. You might have to have a conversation, or again, maybe you're just looking for some big change here as well. Okay, but the Eight of Swords quite often does come out as our self-imposed restriction. There's something that you want, but your mind is otherwise wrapped up. All right, so it's very important to maybe get a little bit of clarity, or to really have a little bit of a deep dive with yourself to see what are my blocks? Why am I, feeling, kind of trapped? And it could just be that you are feeling trapped. All right. But then quite often when we get that Eight of Swords, there's something here that is holding us back. And it's quite often something from within ourselves. So whether it's some uncertainty, some self-doubt, perhaps, okay, maybe you just need to get some clarity, and that's like, aha, now I know what I want, and now I know what I have to do. Do you need to, with the Hierophant, do you need to play by the rules, or do you need to break free from them? So I think here you're really trying to just sort something out in the middle. And as soon as you figure out the answer, as soon as you come to a conclusion, okay, boom, all of a sudden you're going to be breaking free out of that. But there may also be a little bit of fear. Sometimes we have a fear of change. Okay, sometimes someone's, making us feel a little bit powerless as well. Okay, so that might be something that you need to change there as well. But in your near future, I think you are getting some answers, and I think you are going to see some results of whatever it is you're working on. The Three of Pentacles quite often is where we've committed to something, we've put in some work, okay, we've made some effort, and now we're actually seeing something. This is your creation, something that you're working towards, and you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're starting to see some things come in. You're starting to see the results. All right. You're building a foundation. You're, getting some things done. So this can be you finding some information that you need. This can be you starting to see some doors open up. This can be you seeing the potential of getting a situation back on track. All right, way better than this. All right. So the Three of Pentacles can also represent teamwork as well. So perhaps again, just like the Hierophant represents three people typically on the card, the Three of Pentacles quite often does represent three people on the card. This particular one doesn't. So, teamwork and getting together with people, other people may be the key to your success on some level. Okay, whether it's you seeking out some advice or discovering some information, maybe learning something, okay, or whether you are the one who has the ability to really lead other people, okay, either one of those scenarios here may be a blessing for you, okay, and that's when you start to see some things change. That's when you start to see some things happen. Your advice from Spirit, the Five of Wands: avoid unnecessary drama. Okay, Five of Wands can quite often come in as some sort of drama or conflict somewhere along the way. Okay, so for one, yes, there may be a scenario here where you just want to avoid any unnecessary drama and you're just trying to run. You're just like, no, I'm done. I've been here for a while. I know that this situation is not going to change itself, so I'm going to mastermind my own future and I'm going to break free. Okay, so you may have that scenario, and that Spirit saying to, there may be some drama unfolding, there may be some things unfolding, and you know what, it's just going to be a conflict, a battle, and you may or may not be able to win it. Okay, if you think that you can win that battle, all right, and change that situation, two fives coming in, okay, then by all means go for it. Okay, but make sure that you know exactly what you want to do or say before you throw yourself into that fray, before you throw yourself into the mix. But the Five of Wands can also be an energy of teamwork. There's that teamwork again. Okay, so possibly the key to your success does involve other people on some level. Okay, so whether you are just have the ability here to partner up with the right people, the Five of Wands is quite often an energy of training, right? It's a very physical kind of card, a very creative kind of card a little bit, all right? And it can certainly represent a whole bunch of people coming together to achieve a common goal, all right? And if you think of like sporting teams and things like that, you got a whole boatload of personalities, but everyone wants to win. So you may have the opportunity here to partner up with the right people. And even though there's a whole bunch of personalities, sometimes that causes issues that we need to work through. Okay, it could be something here that is a necessary situation for you to grow and evolve, okay, to learn to work with other people, or maybe even to get people to work together, right? You might have that ability to do that too. But with the Five of Wands being one where there may be a lot of competition or conflict, number one, you might need to get clarity. So you might need to clear the air, okay, or you might just need to get your ducks in a row to figure out what you want to do so that you can change things for the better. But the Five of Wands can also be Spirit letting you know that now is the time to throw yourself out there. Okay, there may be a lot of competition out there for jobs, for money, okay, and for opportunities. But if you throw yourself out there, you may have the ability there to find what you're looking for. You need to take some action. All right, sitting here spinning your wheels is not going to do anything for you. And this is Spirit reminding you that when we are in full-on creation mode, which you are, okay, when we are in full-on creation mode, we are co-creating our reality with the universe. And if the universe sees you taking some initiative, taking some action, then boom, all of a sudden those doors will open for you. Because when we manifest things into our world, we quite often do find those doors that we can open, okay, that lead us down a different or better path. Okay, and it quite often comes in as the form of an opportunity, okay, or that key piece of information that gets the ball rolling. So when the universe sees you taking the first steps, that's when all the magic starts to happen, right? Imagine throwing yourself out there to compete for a new job, right? The 5 wands. A lot of people want the same thing that you do, all right? But because you are taking the initiative, now you can discover the opportunities that are out there instead of, sitting on your couch or being so worried or worked up about something that you don't do anything, okay? So take some action, take some initiative. Because honestly, in your external environment, this is the energy surrounding you, influencing your situation. Sometimes if there's people here, it can be people influencing your situation, but here is the Ace of Pentacles, manifestation at its finest. The first signs of prosperity, new jobs, promotions, raises, increases, bonuses, new opportunities, okay, you name it, all right? Something that you are manifesting into your world is coming in here for you, okay? It's available for you, even just energetically, it is around there for you. This can even be a key piece of information coming in right at the right place, right at the right time. But what this does, the Ace of Pentacles, is beautiful energy. It carries with it a little bit of luck. And the aces are quite often a result of things that we're attracting into our world, but the Ace of Pentacles, money, things in your blossoming in your material world. And yes, it does bring in just a little bit of luck. We've got a lucky rabbit on that card as well. Okay, and those antlers that are holding up that pentacle shows an opportunity for growth. So whether there's something new or improved that is available for you, it is very positive for you. Okay, so keep the door open, keep your options open, figure out what you want, and then go find it. All right, because sometimes that quest to find what we're looking for is a little bit easier than what we make it out to be. The Eight of Swords, if something's worrying you, okay, take some action, because you'll feel better just by taking some sort of action, even if it's just little small baby steps, okay, and you can release yourself and you can feel a little bit better and can maybe discover something extraordinary and wonderful. Your hopes and fears, Five of Pentacles. No. Okay, Five of Pentacles is a lack mentality. What if I lose? What if I fail? What if I don't get what I want? What if what if I'm not successful? What if my manifestations never come in? Okay, the Five of Pentacles is a lack mentality, focused on the have-nots rather than I can attract or I can do. Okay, it's I can't rather than I can. I don't rather than I do, right? The lack mentality. I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. When in actual fact, okay, the Five of Pentacles, there is help, support, opportunities, information, all there. But sometimes we need to shift our focus. This is a huge heads up from Spirit that's coming in here. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Scorpio person because they also had the freaking Five of Pentacles right there. Okay, so there's some sort of link, some sort of connection there. Okay, their reading was phenomenal, by the way. So if you have some Scorpio in your chart somewhere, especially probably with this energy and manifestation, probably moon. Okay, your moon reading. Okay, but you might want to check them all. But anyways, but if you have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, there may be some relevance over there in their reading for you too. But this is very restrictive energy, okay, and this is coming from you. All right, so whenever we have the magician is always a reminder to be aware and be mindful of our thoughts and feelings. Okay, so if you're worried, Eight of Swords, if you're worried that you're never going to have what you're looking for, or you can never improve your situation, that Five of Pentacles energy, then you won't. We can manifest things into our world, both the good and the bad, because it's all based on where we are putting our focus, where we're putting our energy. Wherever we put our energy is what will blossom in our life. Okay, do you want more of nothing blossoming in your life? Do you want more failure? Do you want more lack? No, we don't. What do we want? We want more Ace of Pentacles blossoming in our world. All right, so remember the Hierophant here, keep the faith. Okay, you can do it. Remember your connection with the universe, right? Remember, believe in yourself, believe in the universe, believe in your manifestations, believe that you can create something, believe that you can change your situation. Okay, and it's through that belief that you can make something happen. All right, so that Five of Pentacles does require there a change in your outlook. Okay, so instead of being afraid, all right, instead of fear, we're going to focus on this window. We're going to focus on all of these pentacles shining their light brightly upon you. Okay, and we're going to turn a negative into a positive. We're going to say, hey, I don't have the answers I need. I'm going to go and do some research because the answers are there. I don't have the support that I need. I'm going to ask for help. I don't have the opportunities for growth that I'm looking for. I'm going to go find them, right? Completely different kind of mindset. So you do have the ability to attract and find what it is that you're looking for. All right. So try and maintain what is within those beautiful pentacles in that light of the cathedral. That's what we're shooting for. That's what we're looking for. All right. No more of this kind of, no, lack mentality. No, no, no. Abundance, abundance, abundance is yours for the taking. Ultimately, your overall outcome is the world. Getting things done, wrapping things up, the successful end of a cycle. The successful end of a cycle, celebrate your success because you have new and improved opportunities coming in here for you. The World card is where you let things go. So if you've set some intentions for manifestations, be thankful, be grateful, celebrate celebrate what is energetically already manifested for you, and then be open and ready to receive things in your material world. All right, but the world is where we get things done, is where we celebrate our success, where we revel in everything that we've accomplished, and we're excited about what yet is next to come. So celebrate your successes, no matter how big or how small. Keep that positive mindset. This is a milestone for some of you. All right. So you're hit a certain milestone and you're ready for more to take those next steps. For some of you, you're coming to a conclusion that maybe you have gone as far as you can go in your current environment, but you are staying positive about what is yet to come. We all do sometimes hit that proverbial glass ceiling. All right. And some opportunities, some places where we are right now, we can only go so far, and then we need to change. All right. We need to change our environment. We need to find something a little bit better. All right. But the World card does bring you in success and abundance. Okay. But it also brings in a cause for celebration. So remember, even if you aren't exactly where you want to be, celebrate everything that you have overcome along your journey, and then keep the door open for more things to head your way. This can also bring in some closure with that world energy there. So I think some of you are doing some work with the moon cycles. Okay, so this can certainly be where you do let your manifestations go. Work with the full moon in Aquarius on the 12th of August. Okay, and that's where is the best time to let some manifestations go. But that also might be a turning point. It's a turning point for a lot of people in that at that particular full moon. I think August is revealing quite some interesting energy. So let's leave that there. We're going to close out your reading with a couple last messages for you. And we have full moon in Aquarius energy coming right out there for you. That is exciting. So again, I think that full moon in Aquarius is a turning point for you right there. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? What do you need to embrace? Be real. Speak your truth. Be honest with yourself, okay? The Seven of Swords energy. Make sure you know what you want. Be clear, be real, be honest, okay? And things will work out the way they're meant to for you. So use that moon energy to your advantage. Again, a lot of blessings headed your way. Aquarian energy does bring blessings. All right, let's see your next one. And we have attuned to the divine, and we've got new moon energy. So we've got full moon and new moon. So again, these moon cycles may be very important for you in the month of August. If you are doing manifestation work and using the moon for a little bit of an energy boost, this is that month for you. All right. New moon is where we set our intentions typically and we start new things. Okay. The full moon is typically where we wrap things up and we let things go. All right. So attune to the divine. Absolutely. What do you want to manifest? The world is your oyster. Okay, so be real, attune to the divine. Great time to start new things, to let go of the old, or just to transition and improve your situation. Okay, you've got a lot of things blossoming in your world. A couple little things to work through, though. I'm gonna leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Remember this 10 of Pentacles lurking in the background. So I hope you guys have a fantastic month ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye.